Folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, ATS.io. My favorite event of the year is coming up. It's usually in April, but it's coming up in November, the Masters. Amen Corner. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? And in fact, those leaves will actually have colors in there as the fall leaves have turned. Should be really picturesque and fun. But again, will be a very stern test for the best golfers in the world. Nothing like the Masters. Now, there's rain in the forecast leading into the week, so it's going to be wet. The greens have the sub-air. It'll be fine. But the cooler air at this time of year, the course is going to play a lot longer. Big edge to a guy like Bryson DeChambeau, 8, 9, 10 to 1. I got to tell you, his length is stupefying. The numbers that he was hitting into greens during a practice round are jaw-dropping. I mean, on number 1, he's hitting sand wedge into number 1. Number 8 is an uphill par 5. He was hitting 7-iron in. I said all along, all summer, on 13 to hit driver over the trees, he'd have a 9-iron coming in. Well, no, he's going to have a 7-iron because he has to hit 3-wood off the tee, so he doesn't hit it in the water right there off the tee on 13. It's incredible. If his wedge play is dialed in and his putting is solid, I mean, he's got a jump start. He's got a lead on these guys. It's going to be really interesting and intriguing to watch. I think Bubba Watson with length. Course is set up for lefties. 35-40 to 1 Bubba Watson. He's won it twice. Form's pretty good, too. I take a peek at a guy like Bubba Watson to maybe make a little bit of noise. How about the big names in here? Dustin Johnson's on the board at 10 to 1. John Rahm, 12 to 1. Justin Thomas, 12 to 1. Guys that would love to don a green jacket. Dustin Johnson this past week at Houston, a chance to win. Putts wouldn't drop on the final few holes, but seems like he's found his form again after a little slip up here of late. So look out for DJ coming in. Again, I look at this event. I always love the Europeans. I think specifically the Englishmen come in here. Very dangerous. Ty Hatton is in great form, about 40 to 1. Justin Rose, he's like a roller coaster ride this year with his form, but he plays well at the Masters. And I also think this course is set up for a guy like Matthew Fitzpatrick to maybe make a little bit of noise. We have to keep a close watch on Rory Mcilroy. He's on the board at 12 to 1, and there's been frustration for him at the Masters. But we always lose sight of this. You know, he's got a chance at the Grand Slam if he can don a green jacket at the Masters. So, you know, McIlroy's got the length. The course is going to play long, wetter conditions, cooler air. The forecast is going to be very interesting to watch. There is rain in the forecast for the weekend. Hopefully it gets a little bit better by the time we get to the weekend, but there's rain before the practice rounds. So we do have to bear close watch on that. As for Tiger Woods, the defending champ, he's on the board at 40 to 1. Tiger's form is just not that good. Patrick Reed won this a couple of years ago. He's on the board at 25 to 1. It's going to be so much fun to get the Masters in. And what's thrilling, we'll get 2 Masters in a 5-month time frame. But they'll be donning a green jacket this week. I think DeChambeau is going to be so hard to beat. And that sounds crazy with a course like Augusta. The one thing about – there's water, yes. But, I mean, he can hit it 1,000,000 miles. And so what? He's dealing with some pine straw. I think DeChambeau is actually going to be a mittful here. Long shot play, too. Louis Oosthuizen usually shows up, makes a little bit of noise at the Masters. My top 2 plays are the Bombers, DeChambeau and Bubba Watson. Hate the chalk, so we'll see what Bubba Watson can do. I think a guy like Jason Day can roll the rock a little bit, too, at 40 to 1. The Masters, it's coming up. It's going to be great fun. And we'll talk more about it on the podcast this week with Adam Berg when I join Adam on Tuesday. Right here, ATS.io.